I've had like conversations with people where if I have to be confrontational in something, like a conversation I really don't want to have, but I have to have, they'll be like, well, channel the like on stage.
You harness the superpower.
Yeah, harness that. I've kind of learned to do that. And like, it's kind of like a separation, really.
Okay, so you've been a band for going on 9 years now, right?
Yeah.
9 years of EPs, of singles, of getting your live show together.
Yep.
Building like who you are on stage, working in a fashion collaboration with Forever 21, opening for legends, having fucking Billy Joe Armstrong on your new album. How does it feel to like have a full length out now after 9 years?
I cannot believe it took that long. To be honest with you, it's kind of embarrassing.
I mean, you know, you were doing a lot of stuff.
I was doing a lot. There's a lot. I wasn't sitting around doing nothing. Yeah. But it was really like a journey, and it feels. I mean, the feeling we had when we did our album release party at Licorice Pizza Records, it was just like, oh my God, we did it. We made it happen. We finally put out a full-length
It's got to feel kind of surreal almost after that long.
Totally does, yeah.
Has it been the same crew the whole time, the same band?
So that's part of the journey, It's been rotating. And when it first started, it was a band. And then just, you know, things happen, things change. And I've been through so many studs, but I'm friends with all of them. We're all still cool.
I've been through so many studs.
So many studs. They're all represented on this album. I think every stud that I've worked with is
they've all come back to play in one way or another on there?
Yeah, they're all on there. They're all represented.
That's great.
Yeah.
Are there any that have lasted the whole time, or it's just whoever's available whenever is available?
Whoever's available. My drummer, Nick Rossi, has been with me the longest.
Yeah. I saw his name appear a lot like when I was looking at past music and current music.
Yeah, we've played together a long time. But yeah, it's always a rotating cast.
Yeah.
And it's cool though. It's cool because it gives me the opportunity to collaborate with so many different people, and like I've written songs with almost all of the studs, and
a lot of them, I would imagine, are friends of yours at this point. Right?
Yeah, we're all cool. We're all good friends, and you know, if we're playing and some of them happen to be in town off the road, they'll come to the show and they'll come up and play a song with us. So
that's great.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, and you're part of a real community here too.
Yeah, right?
Because you grew up here, obviously.
I'm from here. Yeah.
Like nearby?
Yeah, I'm from the Valley.
Okay.
Born and raised in the Valley.
All right, so you haven't moved far.
No, I haven't moved far.
Except in your career. Your career has moved far.
Well, thanks.
It sort of as a follow-up question to that, these songs that are on Life's a Glitch, how long have some of these songs been with you? Is this like, let's say, more of a compilation of where you're at now, or kind of like a historical document of everything you've been up until now?
I'd say more of where I'm at now. Most of these songs were written during COVID. I had a lot of downtime, as a lot of us did.
We all did.
So most of them were written then, and then there's a few that were written before COVID, and then I also added for our deluxe version, we have She's Insane, which is is one of the first songs we ever wrote, but we just remixed it, reimagined it, how it would sound today. But yeah, it's more recent. And actually, before this even came out, we're already working on our second one. So it will not be another 9 years before we have another Studs
You've like
album.
popped the cork, and now it's time to...
now it's time.
Like you got the momentum going.
Exactly.
So you're already writing new music for the next album.
Yeah, we're like halfway done.
You're halfway done?
Yeah.
When did you finish this one then?
Oh God. Finish this. This came out in January. I think we were finished around November of last year.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. Yeah.
So the pace is picking up.
Yeah. What really took a while was I was pretty set on I wanted to release our music on vinyl. I'm like a vinyl collector, vinyl lover. And so I really wanted to be able to put this out on vinyl. Yeah. And we did with Deadbeat Records. They put it out for us.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you do care about physical media, though, between the vinyl and between this.
Yeah. No, this is super cool because it's really a mix of digital and physical media, which I like because I am such a physical media nerd.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it has this whole like digital experience. I think. Yeah. Cool.
What is it about physical media that like tugs on your heartstrings?
I love I'm like a sucker for packaging. Yeah, like I love how I love makeup too. I'm a big makeup fan. And I will buy something just because I like the packaging a lot of the time.
I was a package designer for many years. So
very cool.
You're speaking my language.
Yeah. Yeah. And like with vinyl or like with this, I love getting anything extra, like little insert.
I love the goodies.
All the goodies, posters, like I'm here for it. And a special edition vinyl splatter or something like that. Like I'm a sucker for all of that.
Yeah.
And this with the keychain, I was like, okay, who needs a Labubu?
Yeah.
That's immediately what I thought of with the keychain. I'm like, oh, everybody's got like all these keychains on their bags. Like this is perfect for that.
It's definitely like where we want to push it right now, as far as like, this is an album you can take with you and it's an accessory. Yeah. So more about this album. It has a real live set energy to it. And it flows like a live set, but also even like the delivery feels a little bit live too.
Yeah.
And also with so many of them.
No auto-tune. We don't use auto-tune.
Fuck yeah. With so many of them, especially like, man, I wrote it down. Yeah, fuck this shit.
Yeah, just say it, yeah.
I can just imagine a crowd chanting along with the lyrics of that song. When you're writing, especially for this album, is there a part of you that is thinking about the crowd and thinking about like how this is going to play live?
100%. Yeah. I think about that because for me, how I got into music is just like being able to relate to lyrics. Like I love lyrics. I love melodies and how it makes you feel. And one of the artists that I always look up to is Paramore, and I feel like I grew up with Hayley Williams, and so I always like relate to her lyrics. And I think about that like when I hear those lyrics and I feel like I identify with them and like how I want to sing it back because I feel the same way.
Yeah.
So I do think about that when I'm writing. I'm like, oh, this will be so cool. Like if someone else feels that, especially with like, fuck this shit. Like a lot of people have felt that way in their life.
Every single person. It's the most universal song you could have written.
That song, okay, my guitarist, Frank and Frankie, we wrote that song together. It was his idea, fuck this shit, fuck you, I quit. I wrote the verse lyrics with him. But I was like, oh my God, everyone is going to want to sing along to this song.
As I'm listening to it, I'm like, I mean, I don't know you. Yeah. I'm like, whoever wrote, as she was writing this, it feels like she was like, this one is going to go off live.
Yeah. And it does. And I like, when we play it live, I'm always like, all right, everyone, sing along, stick your middle fingers up in the air, shout out loud. Let's go. Let's see what you got. And people, they love to participate. I mean, it's kind of cathartic.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. They, and so you've played, a couple shows here in California in the past month, like a little mini tour.
Yeah. We just played, not this past weekend, the weekend before. We played in San Francisco and we played in Long Beach and then in LA. But the Long Beach and San Francisco were with a band called Bad Cop. Yeah. And that was awesome. We had a great time with them. They're super fun.
And then in September, you're doing Pappy and Harriet.
Yeah.
And that's like some sort of like bike show or something?
Yeah, chopper party. Yep. Yeah, we're playing the after party, so it's going to get all the biker crowd. It's going to get pretty crazy.
Yeah. And any other plans to tour this album coming up in the next?
Yeah, we've been trying. We really want to support. We want to get like a support spot on a tour, and so we've been submitting and seeing what's going to
sniffing around,
see what seems to be the best fit. So we'll see. But yeah, touring to me is like the payoff. Like I love performing. I love being able to tour and travel. Traveling is one of my favorite things to do. And to be able to do it with like people that you love to be around and playing music, it just feels like the biggest gift to me. It's like, the ultimate reward of playing music is touring.
Do you feel like you get to is there a part of yourself that it allows you to express that you don't necessarily like let out in the rest of your life? Because I've read that like you've talked before a lot about being a shy kid.
Alter ego, yes.
Being a shy kid, and that like the stage sort of allowed you to come out of your shell in that way. Is there an aspect of yourself that like requires being on stage to be expressed?
Definitely. And I think when I first performed, I surprised everybody because I was always like, and the number one note I always got in school from teachers was like, speak up more in class, like, you know, participate more. And I was always just the shy kid in class. And,
sure.
So when I did
artist kid,
we
all sort of had this.
I was like busy writing lyrics and doodling in my notebook. But yeah, definitely. The first time I played, people were like, who is that? That's not you. I'm like, it is. It's part of me, but I don't know. I feel like I can express myself really on stage. Like I can put on it's kind of like a costume, my superhero costume. I like to think about it as, and like, that's another part of me that I get to express.
Do you feel like, and now after 9 years of doing that, well, and probably more than that, because you had like a band. What was the name of your first band when you were?
Sweet Gone Sour.
There it is. Yes. So you've been doing this like your whole life. Are there aspects of, let's say, stage Frankie that have now come back around to inform real life Frankie?
Yes. And I've had like conversations with people where if I have to be confrontational in something, like a conversation I really don't want to have, but I have to have, they'll be like, well, channel the like on stage.
You harness the superpower.
Yeah, harness that. I've kind of learned to do that. And like, it's kind of like a separation, really. It's like, it kind of helps protect yourself too on stage. If you're like, this isn't really all me. If I was just like me, then I'd feel like a little bit more, I don't know, self-conscious if people had something to say. But if it's like this caricature of myself, then it's like, you can say whatever you want to say to me because I have my superhero costume on.
And there's like a confidence in like how outrageous you can be.
Exactly.
On stage.
Yeah.
And especially with the type of music you're playing, like people want it. People want like as much like as much color and as much personality and as much everything as they. Yeah.
And all the things that like I don't feel comfortable expressing on any frustrations, attitude that I have that don't feel comfortable in normal day life, like let it all out there, leave it there, let it out on the stage and leave it.
Yeah. Well, then let's get that support slot this year.
Let's do it. Hey, Green Day.
Yeah, are you still like? Was that a one-off, or are you still talking to Billy Joe? Or?
Yeah, we're friends.
What the hell? That's got to be so crazy.
It's wild. Yeah, yeah. I still don't really believe it, to be honest with you, because I started playing guitar because of Green Day. Like, American Idiot was my jam. I loved that album and
pivotal.
Yeah,
for myself too.
Oh yeah. And then for me it was American Idiot, and then I started going back. For
me, I'm a little older, so I started back, and then that was the American Idiot was the high school album for me.
No, no, it's so good, and so when we got that call to go out on the road with The Long Shot, I was just like, "Is this for real? Like, is this really happening? Am I going to get to meet him?"
Right. At first, I
didn't know. Yeah. I was like, I hopefully we get to meet. That'd be cool. But the first show we played, we were sound checking, and I got like a tap on the shoulder, and it was him introducing himself to me, Billy Joe, and I was just like, "Hi." I wasn't prepared.
Is it like Big Bro vibes?
Yeah. No, he's always been so supportive, and like whenever I'll send him like a music video and be like, "Hey, we just did this music video." He's like, "Oh my God, I saw this online. Like, it's so cool. So proud of you guys." You know, like he's always really supportive.
He discovered you on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
This guy is pretty plugged in.
Yeah.
He's very online.
I know. I didn't know. I didn't know how. I asked him. I was like, "How did you find out about us?" And he was like, "Oh, on Instagram." And it was because I posted a picture of Billy Joe and Joan Jett together. I don't even know if it's a real picture. It might even be Photoshopped, to be honest with you.
Sure.
But yeah, I posted that, and I said my parents in the caption, and I tagged them, and somehow that's how he stumbled across us.
What?
Yeah.
There's a billion fans out there. But I mean, you're like fan plus talent, so I guess he saw the world's uniting. I guess, yeah. I mean, like I feel like I learned everything I know from him. So yeah. So that aspect of yourself, there's the like 90s, 2000s pop punk, Green Day, Paramore, all that. Yeah. Then obviously there's this other side to you that's the like 70s
Yes.
CBGB,
Yes.
like punk where it all started,
Yeah.
sort of New York scene.
Yeah, that's like my heart
type
and
of thing.
soul.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have been at CBGB's in the 70s. Yeah, I love the Ramones. Blondie is
Yeah.
one of my favorite bands of all time. And I actually have a CBGB tribute band called the Gormandizers.
Oh, I know.
You know about them?
I've done my research.
I know, I can tell. Yeah, the Gormandizers is a lot of fun. It's cool because we get to learn I know all the songs, but I haven't like learned to, all the lyrics and how to play them. And it's cool because you get to learn a lot about songwriting and like about the songs that inspired you. And you can like kind of pull influence from that too, which is cool.
Learning songs is the best way to write songs, I feel like.
Definitely.
I mean, and especially with rock, it's all about just stealing little bits and making them your own and reinterpreting them in different ways.
Exactly. Inspo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you have these two sides of yourself. Do you feel like you belong to one era more than another era? Like how do you see yourself as far as like, let's say, fitting within the modern music landscape or fitting within like the 1970s? Like, do you feel like a 70s girl out of time, or do you how do you view yourself?
I feel like I was born in the wrong decade. And I feel like that is characterized by my love of physical media. I'm not good at social media. I'm not very good at it. And I don't really like it. And I'm still like under the impression that if you want people to hear your music, you have to go play. You have to go play shows. Yeah. And word of mouth. So I'm like, if we put on a good show, like people are eventually, it's going to catch on. It might be a slower route than posting everything on social media, but
it's so much, I don't know. It feels so much more gratifying to do it that way. And you're just not having to keep up on social is a nightmare. Yeah.
It's really interesting with artists now. You're expected to do everything on social media. Yeah. And on top of social media, you have to create all your own content, your own videos, your own flyers, posters, merch designs, like everything falls on the artist. Yeah. And it's a lot. It's a lot of expectations.
Do you feel like, so I've definitely like been off of the circuit for a while, as far as actually playing out. Do you feel like bands and artists nowadays, let's say like Gen Z artists and bands, are they leaning more and more into like that sort of obsession with trying to like optimize social, or is there like a rebellion against that to some degree of like, let's just go bare bones, let's do it the old fashioned way?
I feel like there is a bit of a rebellion. And I feel like maybe from the industry, there's more of a pressure of like, keep up with your socials, gain more of a following. But I think like artists are still like, they're rebelling against that. Like, I want to play shows, I want to write my own music, and that's how I want to be discovered. At least that's how me and my peers, that's how we all are. We're like, well, just keep playing. Eventually it's going to catch on. Yeah.
I don't know. And there's something quintessentially punk about that too. I feel like.
And I feel like punk is really having a moment right now, especially female fronted punk. Like, I feel like that's really on the rise.
Even in pop music with like Olivia Rodrigo. And exactly. Like, I mean, it's rock is starting to work its way back into the youth culture.
Yeah, I think it is back. I think it's like, and it seems like the youth are more interested in punk and rock music, and not even necessarily like going back to their parents' record collections, but like finding new artists that are doing that, like Amyl and the Sniffers. Like, they sound very 70s, but they're huge right now, and it's awesome. I'm always like, I found them very early on, but it's awesome to see them. I'm one of those people, like Viagra Boys too. Like, I saw them play at the Echo, and now they're like off and running and huge. And I love seeing that. I'm like, that's cool. It's catching on, and I'm not alone here.
It's got to be gratifying because you've been, when you started, like, let's say like 10 plus years ago, that really wasn't the landscape.
No, it wasn't really. No. I remember I was really into, at the time that I started, the Struts, because they were kind of doing that. They were doing the like glam rock revival, and that wasn't as popular then either. And I was like, good for them, they're doing it, they're doing the thing. And then it kind of started to catch on, and now it's shifting a little more to punk. I'm excited about.
Yeah. Do you feel like I don't want to say responsibility, but is there like a desire in you to sort of like carry on the torch, to like carry the torch of like that era, especially with the Gormandizers and with everything you're doing? It's fun, but is there part of you that's like, I want to keep this tradition alive?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, because I wasn't able to experience it, I want to recreate that and experience it and have and anyone else that also wasn't able. That was the idea behind the Gormandizers. I was like, my dream was always to go see the Ramones or Blondie at CBGB, and I never got to do that. So I'm like, how can we recreate that experience for ourselves and we'll do it here. Yeah. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I wear I wear like a Blondie costume when we do Blondie songs, and it's a lot of fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
They with that in mind, sort of going back over to like, you know, you contain multitudes. Are there genres or types of songs or types of directions that exist? Like, you strike me as a music nerd in a good way. Especially some of the covers that you choose. Yeah. Like, I wrote down some of the, like, okay, well, you covered Nick Gilder.
Nick Gilder, yeah.
Hot Child in the City.
Yeah.
Velvet Underground. You've covered, you covered Venus, Shocking Blue, obviously.
Yep.
These are the choices of a music nerd, because there's no real like connection between those songs. They're just all cool songs that are like semi, not deep cuts, but they're not like the ones that everyone covers.
Right.
Leads me to believe that you have a much broader music taste than like we even know. Are there types of songs, types of music, directions that you feel like you haven't explored or expressed yet that you might want to explore in the future?
Yeah, definitely. I love female fronted country, like Tammy Wynette.
Oh my God.
I love Patsy Cline, like Loretta Lynn, and I feel like
Loretta is my fucking hero.
Yeah.
The City.
And what I love about them is like their ability to tell stories, but like they're so badass in what they do too. Like it feels rock and roll.
Their songs are like no nonsense.
Yeah, no nonsense. No, yeah. So I'd like to dabble in a little bit more of that, like maybe the storytelling aspect of country music. Yeah. I also love like new wave, like Susie and the Banshees, Adam Ant, like that, like exploring a little more with like electronic, electronic elements in music.
And you have a little bit. I feel like right before this album came out, there were a couple singles that started going a different direction.
Yeah, we did. And actually, it's funny is we were kind of going in that direction during COVID because at all this time when we were like experimenting. Yeah. Drain Me was one of those songs. And there were a few songs on the album, like Monster was a little bit more like Drain Me. And then I think I kind of got disconnected with performing live during that time. And I wanted to go back to like, how would we as a band perform this live, these songs? Because we were doing that with Drain Me. Like we recorded it in the way that we heard it, but then when we play it live, we play it totally different. Right. We play like a 4-piece band.
Yeah. I'd imagine with Life's a Glitch, that is how you play them live.
Yes,
on the album.
It's exactly how we play them live. Yeah. And so that's what we wanted to do. We were like, okay, I mean, we had our fun. We experimented a little bit, like, let's take these songs that we kind of played up a little with electronic elements, strip them back, and just see how we play them as a band. And that's what we recorded. But I mean, that doesn't mean I'm not going to experiment with it again in the future. Yeah. It's just for this album. It's our first album, and we wanted to just have it be the best representation of us as a live band as possible. So now I kind of have the freedom to do, like, go off and let's see what happens.
You got like this is like the perfect representation of you guys as a band.
Yeah.
And now, like, okay, we have this. Now you have the ability to do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
For this era, obviously another aspect of, you have the music side of yourself, you have the art side of yourself, and then there's like a huge fashion element to Frankie.
Yeah.
I don't know why I referred to you in the third person. To Frankie here, who we have with us.
I do it all the time because the band is Frankie and the Studs. So I like refer to myself in the third person all the time. Be like, oh yeah, I'm playing that show with Frankie and the Studs. Like, why wouldn't I just say like my band, the Studs? I don't know.
It's a brand.
It's just, just trying to get the name in your head.
It's a brand. I know you love Bowie.
Yes.
And Bowie for each release would have, or at least maybe groups of releases would have like a look,
a whole new persona,
a whole new persona that went with it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's a persona that goes with this album?
Yeah. Yeah.
And a look, and how would you describe those things?
Oh, how would it's a little punk and glam. That's how, I mean, like when I first envisioned the studs, that's kind of what it was. It was like a little punk, a little glam. Big, tall platform boots, studs, leather jackets, fishnets. That's the look. And kind of the sound too. Like if you imagine what those things sound like, that's what it does
sound like that. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's not straight punk. It's not, I kept, as I was listening to all your music, I was like, oh, this is very much, this is kind of like a Blondie thing to it. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, no, this is like even earlier than that. This is like just straight up like the origin of punk. Oh, wait, no, this is pop punk from the 90s. Oh, yeah. This is glam a little bit.
Yeah,
so you're basically describing that.
Yeah, exactly. It's all, and I sometimes I like cower behind calling us a punk band because I'm like, well, it is pretty pop. It's like power pop, really. Like think Cheap Trick, like that. Yeah, it's like that.
But those things, I mean, pop punk is power pop.
Yeah.
But punk.
Yeah. And the attitude is punk. And I think that's what punk really is. It doesn't have to like sound specifically like punk music. I feel like what makes something punk is like the attitude behind it. And I feel like it has that. It has attitude.
Yeah. And also, like, I don't know. The most unpunk thing I feel like is being snobby about what punk is or isn't.
I know.
I think you're allowed in the club.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the KiTalbum specifically.
Yeah.
So, Life's a Glitch KiTalbum. We talked about what physical media meant to you. We talked about why a KiTalbum. Let me ask you this. When it comes to this album, Life's a Glitch, how do you want, like, in your mind, how do you envision someone, like, the best case scenario for listening to it? Is it driving? Is it like in their bedroom and headphones? Is it what is like the optimum experience?
That's a good question
for this album.
I always listen to everything when I'm driving or working out. Like I listen to like the hardest music that I like while I'm working out. Yeah. But I feel like with this album, driving, that's like when I listen to the mixes for the album. That's what I do. I drive around, I listen to it, and that's how I envision people.
That's the way.
Yeah. And loud. It has to be played loud. That's always my requirement for the how I envision it. It has to be turned up as loud as possible without, like causing hearing damage. But I already have a little bit of that. So
I'll do. Yeah. I feel like I passed the test then. I did exactly that. Loud in the car.
Yeah. That's what, yeah.
What is it about the car that it's the best way to get the final mix?
It is. I think it's like, I don't know about you, but like for myself, I'll like picture myself while I'm driving, like I have this like whole like cinematic experience going on while I'm listening to music.
Yes.
And I feel like I'm in a movie and like this is the background music to my life.
I always picture, I feel like I picture not just my own music, but any music with like, what part of the movie would this be in?
Yeah.
What would the scene be? Is this a song for like the credits? Is this an opening, like the song as the movie starts?
Right.
Is this the chase scene?
Mm-hmm. No, totally. And same with, I love coming up with music video concepts. And I feel like since I was a kid, when I would listen to music, like I would like write whole storylines, like a movie or a music video of what was going on and for that particular song. So like now getting to do that with my own music is...
I love the pizza delivery concept. It's great.
Yeah, thanks. We had a lot of fun with that. Got a lot of pizza boxes thrown in my face.
Yeah, that's right. There's one where you're at the door and there's just like pizza boxes thrown straight at you. Who threw those?
It was the girlfriend of the music video director. Right. It was his girlfriend, yeah.
You were just like, throw them straight at me.
Yeah, at first his sister was going to do it and I'm friends with her and she was like, I can't do it. I feel so bad. Yeah. And his girlfriend was like, I can do it. I'll do it. It's fine. And I was like, you're not going to hurt me. It's just pizza boxes.
Well, totally unless fine. The corner got you, though.
Yeah,
the corner got you straight here. Yeah. You got lucky.
I got lucky. Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun. We ate a lot of pizza, too. And actually, the spot that we filmed at, it's called Vivoli. My bass player was working there at the time. So we got the pizza hookup, which was really cool. So shout out Vivoli, West Hollywood.
Shout out Vivoli.
Yep.
Lightning round. Who did you listen to on the way here?
The Pretenders.
Excellent. Any particular album? Any particular song?
I was listening to Kid, which I think she wrote about Seditious, and that was the song that I started with, and then I listened to Apple Music, so it just started.
It just started like, here's what else we know. Here's what else we know you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Song you wish you wrote.
Life's a Gas by T-Rex.
Great choice.
It's a great song. Anything by T-Rex. I'm always like, how did it? Same with Bowie too. The lyrics. I just did a Bowie jam on Saturday.
Yeah.
At the Hotel Cafe, and I know Bowie songs, but I don't memorize all the lyrics. And I had to memorize the lyrics to Suffragette City. And I was just like,
there's so many.
There's so many. And how do they come up with these lyrics? Same with T-Rex and Mark Bull. I'm like, where did they? I don't know. Was it drugs? I don't know. I'm not
Probably.
Sure. But I'm like, I love
Probably
them.
a combination.
It's great. Yeah. How does your mind work that way?
I feel like it's also just. So my neighbor is 72 years old, and she moved to San Francisco from Canada in 1969 to like be part of the counterculture. And I was like, what? Like, is it what I thought it was? Is it what we think of it as? She's like, oh my God, yeah. I lived in a commune, and we spent like all day, every day writing poetry.
That's a dream, really.
Just like dropping acid, and we were like painting each other's naked bodies. And I think that just like doesn't exist anymore to that degree, where your whole life is just that.
Right. There's so many more distractions now.
It feels to me like that type of music and that like level of just sort of like out there lyricism and poetry and everything. Maybe it's the byproduct of just living a life that's so much about art.
Right.
Like
yeah, that makes sense.
Every waking moment.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But it also sounds kind of exhausting.
Yeah, it does a little bit. I have a book of Mark Bolan's poetry, which is cool, but the whole thing is a trip. It's called The Warlock of Love. And when I read through, I'm just like, I feel like I'm like entered another realm.
Yeah. Very, like fantasy based stuff. Yeah. You can tell that guy read a lot of fantasy novels.
Oh yeah, definitely. And maybe a little acid too.
I think probably simultaneously.
Yeah.
Most embarrassing song that you actually like?
Oh man.
I'll give you mine.
Yeah, give me yours.
As an exchange. Mine is Just Push Play by Aerosmith.
Okay.
I don't know if you listened to that recently, but it's pretty terrible. but I love it. I can't help it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, what's mine? There's definitely some embarrassing ones. I don't know if this one's that embarrassing, but it's like you hear it all the time. Misery Business by Paramore. Like,
oh sure.
Whenever that comes on, like I'm headbanging, but I don't know if it's embarrassing.
No, that's not embarrassing. That's just a great song.
Yeah, it's just a great song.
You might not have one. You might just be cool enough to where there's no embarrassing.
There's definitely. I just can't think of one on the top of my head. But that's like a top 40 hit, I guess, that like you just hear all the time.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
It is a great song.
Yeah.
Pivotal. You don't have to.
No, I'm going to be thinking about this all day.
Yeah. Email me.
I will.
Dream collab, dead or alive?
David Bowie.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. Obviously.
Easy.
Would it be like a writing collab? Would it be how would you?
A writing collab and like to do a music video together.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. Just for the outfits alone. Like I'd love to see what he would wear.
He like the inspiration that you get from that guy would be next level.
Oh yeah.
That's the end of my list.
That's the end of the list?
That's the end of the list. I think that's it.
Oh wow.
Thank you so much for coming here. Thanks for being a part of this. We will do an unboxing after this. But I'll just set up a little phone for that.
Awesome.
But and that's that. I never know how to end these. See you later.